Welcome to the Orange Kettlebell Club video blog, your spot for weekly wellness and kettlebell sport performance, tips, and reviews. Today we're going to talk about the range of motion undersquat drill. Very simple drill you can do with just your body, no extra tools to open up your shoulders for kettlebell lifting or any other kind of training or sport for that matter. Shirt shout out goes to Christina Danos, founder of Kettlebells for Autism. You've probably seen these shirts all over the world and photos all over Facebook, Instagram. Alright, so Christina Danos, since 2013, I don't even know how much money she's raised for autism awareness, but it is a lot, and she has the biggest golden heart you can imagine. So if you would like to contribute by purchasing some of the gear or taking part in one of her annual events where you get together and work with kettlebells to raise money for autism, get on it. So the website is kettlebellsforautism.com. Again, that's kettlebellsforautism.com. So get on there. They have shirts, hats, bags, all kind of cool gear. So get out there and get some, okay? Now, moving on to the drill itself, the undersquat drill. Undersquat drill for range of motion. Very simple. You're basically going to open up and find what is closest to your kettlebell stance that you normally use for your lift. So for me, I'm a long cyclist. I'm about right here when I go through my movement. Anyway, we're going to use momentum. So we're going to let the arm swing forward. The first stage of this three-part series is to go with palms forward, right? Palms forward. It's a little easier on the shoulder because it's not quite as externally rotated as the next steps are. So it looks like this. So just as the arms get to about here, you quickly sink down into your undersquat, and so you sort of have that pull from both ways, right? Pull up and pull down with the lower body. Same time, and it creates a really nice dynamic stretch in the lats. And the lats, latissimus dorsi, that muscle is really, really responsible for a lot of the internal rotation of the humerus, the upper arm bone, when that muscle gets tight. So here's a dynamic way to kind of open the lats up and free up the shoulders a bit. And we live nowadays in so much of this internal rotation. The couch, the computer, the car, what I call the triple C threat, even the cell phones, right? Even the cell phone, everyone's hunched over here, pulled together. So here's a way when you're out traveling, or maybe you fly somewhere for a kettlebell competition and they lose your luggage, which has actually happened to me. So you only have your body. You don't have maybe the Indian clubs or stretch bands that you may like to use for dynamic warm-up and static stretching and things like that. Well, you always have your body with you. So this drill is cool for that. So again, the first style is palm facing forward. And you might as well exhale when the heels hit the floor during this drill, because your breath must match the movement during the kettlebell lifting anyway. So in the undersquat, we want to blow air out, so you might as well do that. The next step, or the next stage in this three-part warm-up exercise, is thumbs back. So it looks like this. It's the same movement. Now I'm just going thumbs back. So now I'm more externally rotated. So I'm creating more of a dynamic stretch through the lats, right? So looks like this from the side. Okay. Then the third stage, you want to do about 20 reps or so in each phase. Palm forward, palm facing with the thumbs back. The third and final one is the TP style, or creating a point, creating a tip. Like this. So this one is much more challenging for the shoulder joint. So work into it. If it bothers you the first time you try this drill, stick with palms facing forward, or maybe palms facing one another, but keep it neutral if you're having pain. Another way around it, you can actually go with one arm and move into that TP style with the one arm. So that's a way to actually work into it until you feel comfortable. But again, if you don't have your tools, you need something quick to open up the shoulders and have better freedom for your range of motion overhead in your kettlebell lifts, try that out. All right? We were just in Spokane, Washington, teaching a certification course, and the students in that class, they got tremendous benefit out of going through about 2 to 3 minutes of those drills before we got into the kettlebell lifting. So try it out, give it a shot, all right? I'm Jason Dolby, and this has been the Orange Kettlebell Club video blog. I'll see you next time.